So, you know, a lot of times people ask me, like, oh, Ken, what's your go-to? What's one that you like to drink off?
Oh, that's a huge question, right? In the bourbon world.
Yeah.
As soon as you meet people,
And you
like,
get
I like
stumped.
bourbon too. What's your go-to?
I know, and you get sometimes you're like, oh my God, I like so many. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on here. I mean, a lot of times I'll say something like Four Roses, but this is good, bro. This is OG, man. This is OG right here, Elijah Craig. This one in particular just came out. This is the third installment for this year, third and final installment.
So every year they do what? An A, B, and C?
A, B, and C. So you have your three groupings. You have your one that comes out in the beginning of the year, one that comes out in the middle, one comes out towards the end. Typically September, October, I guess, would be.
I think one's a January, one's like a May, June, and
Yeah,
then
May,
a September, October. Right?
And then we're going to get to that, too, in a second. We've talked about it on our show, but just so people, if you're curious, how do you know which one it is, et cetera, look at that batch number. C, this means it's a third one for the year. 9, that is your month for the year, which is September. 2-4 is your year, 2024. So that's how you can figure that out. Elijah Craig recently started changing their age. It used to be always, I think, 12-year. Every bottle for barrel proof was always 12-year. They always have a consistent blend on these bourbons, and they do that so that everyone is relatively getting that same taste, flavor profile, et cetera, et cetera. So it is always, they're always going to do, and it's like with Scotch, they're always going to put the age of the youngest bourbon on the bottle. They can't advertise something and say have a 5-year bourbon mixed in there and say it's a 12-year because they added a 12-year. It's always going to be your youngest bourbon. In this case, it's an 11-year, 0 months. So exactly 11 years. This one in particular is coming in 129 proof. So we had some big dogs in the past. We've had our C923. That was huge. It was a big one. That was older. It was a 13-year, 9 months or 7 months, something along that lines. We'll tell you in a couple because we may bring that out in a second too as well. So there is some little variations here and there, but that's what makes it fun. That's why when you're buying Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, you're not like, oh, it's always the same bourbon. If it's the same batch, then yes, it's going to taste the same. But if it's a C, a B, or an A, there's going to be some slight variations. Today we're visiting our C, and I don't know, John, what do you think? Should we break out the other C's or what? We have a couple other C's.
C, senor.
Muy bien.
C, senor.
All right.
But let's try this first. Because we've done the C923.
I'm picking out the Heaven Hill glass. I got it.
Well, that's one thing we didn't say is this comes from the Heaven Hill Distillery.
Yes, so, which John and I have been to.
We've been to, and we bought the C923 from there.
When we were out there, the C923 was out. They were cool enough to say that they had a couple stored off for us because we were special and off to the side, and we took them. Yeah, that was fun, man. That was fun.
That was.
And, so, John, which glass are you picking out?
I'm going to go with the George T. Stag today.
Oh, my God.
Because I saw a deer while I was driving here.
Okay. Stag deer. That makes sense. We're going to do a small little pour because we're doing a couple on this guy. So we're just going to do a couple little here and there and all that fun stuff. I did open this bottle recently. I told John the other day, I said, John, I'm opening this ahead of time. I want it to breathe a little. I want to have it a little. Sometimes when you're having these fresh pours, it's not always as accurate. So I kind of wanted to let it breathe a little bit more before having it for the podcast. So I did try it already. I had some notes. So I kind of got ahead of myself, but let's see if they're still consistent.
Yeah, let's go.
John.
Nose.
I don't know about you. I got a lot of butterscotch on this nose. I
agree.
But there was something else that was interesting. There was something else that I felt I was getting that I was like, ooh, this is unique. This is not something I've gotten from a lot of Elijah Craigs, but it's something I got on this particular Elijah Craig. But I got the butterscotch, but there's something else there. I mean, are you getting anything in particular that you're thinking?
I am. So I'm myself. I'm smelling the barrel. I'm smelling that charred oak.
Okay.
And I'm getting a little dark fruit.
Okay.
Go ahead on that. What would you consider?
So dark, I'm getting more like a dark dried fruit. I'm getting kind of like that raisin. I'm kind of
Raisin,
getting that, but even
date.
more, I'm doing a little bit premature raisin. I'm getting grape on there myself. I'm getting kind of like that grape juice kind of.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I'm getting
Good call.
yes, but I am also getting that matured grape.
I am. I'm getting that raisin.
I'm getting that
You
raisin
get it all.
too.
You're getting balsamic vinegar on it. It's
No,
going all the way to
not that old, but it's
Oh,
not
no, that's
wine
olives.
yet.
That's olives.
Yeah, there's not wine
My
yet
bad.
here. Yeah, but it's there. It's there.
I taste. I'm not taste. I smell cinnamon.
Okay. Get
'Cause
some
it smells
spice.
spicy.
I'm getting some spice. Yeah.
And what was the proof on this? I'm sorry.
This one was 129 proof. Sorry if I didn't say it. Maybe I
You
did.
might have.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, 129, which is high. That's high. You know,
That's high.
but I'm not getting that super alcohol-y, ethanol-y.
It doesn't smell boozy.
No.
It
No.
smells sweet. I mean, it smells. It smells nice.
Yeah, this is good. I like it.
Are we gonna try it?
Ghost. Yeah, let's try this. No, we're only here to smell this today, guys. But cheers, John. I'm getting heat on that. I'm getting some heat on that.
I am. That is a bold taste right there.
Yeah, I like it though. I'm getting a nice Kentucky hug on this baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel it right here, people. I feel it right here. This is good.
I'm tasting the raisin. I'm tasting the charred oak.
Yeah.
You know, we always. It's funny because we always go back and forth and say everything's caramel and vanilla, caramel.
Yeah.
And bourbon is really supposed to taste like caramel and vanilla
Yeah,
because
it's
the burnt charred wood.
It's a common note. Like
It's a common note.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad thing to say, but I'm tasting more the caramel than the smell.
Okay.
When
I said butterscotch.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I agreed. I smell butterscotch, but I don't taste the butterscotch as much as I taste the caramel vanilla flavor. Maybe that's the real char.
Oh, it's vanilla. Yeah.
right. That's maybe the char in the barrel, but
There's another off note I'm getting in there myself. And I'm just gonna throw it out there, but like a sweet peanut butter or something, you know? Just
okay.
something.
Yeah, it's more nutty. It's
It's
very
just
nutty.
a little nutty to it. It's got that on the palate.
I got you.
It's and I'm gonna say like a vanilla. I don't want to say honey peanut butter. They have that out there, honey peanut
Like a
butter.
honey roasted
Yeah,
peanut
yeah,
butter?
no, yeah. But no. I think it's more like vanilla is more forward on this one as far as the taste. It's viscous, man. I think it's pretty viscous. It's got a nice color to it.
I mean, the finish for me though, it's almost like a black pepper though. There's a spice in there, man.
Yeah,
It is heating up right here.
yeah. I get that black pepper. I get kind of that spice on that finish. I think you hit the nail on the head with that one, man. I think it's black pepper on that finish right there. Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to compare it to the C923?
Yeah, let's do it real quick, man.
All
We'll
right.
throw it out there.
You got it ready?
Yeah, let's see.
And I believe
know
the
what?
C923 is a little more heavier with proof.
Let's go a little further back in time here,
This
Johnny.
guy's trying to kill me.
Yeah, we're going a little further back. We're going Marty McFly
Gonna get
on this.
back in
right?
time.
Yeah, we're doing some. Let's
We're
let
gonna
me
get
finish.
back in time.
I gotta finish this first, though. Cheers.
Oh, we're cheersing. That's
Yeah.
what we're doing. Oh, I thought maybe we were gonna because we
No,
have
I
12
got
million
so
glasses
many
here.
dishes here. It's a little left on there. It's all right.
Gotta get back in time.
Remember, we have our notes for it. It's not like we need to go back to it. It's fine. All right.
So this is the C922
Yeah. Tutu.
C3PO.
Yeah.
Wow, you like that one?
I guess so. I try not to open 8 million barrel proof bottles, you know, just so it's
What's the proof on this one?
124.8 proof.
All right, so we got 129, 124.
Yes. And this was before they started putting out these age statements, it looks like, too. Like, this would have been a 12-year then. Yes, this is 12-year, not Joe filtered 12-year. So
Nacho filtered?
not Joe filtered. They put the cheese and chips and all that stuff in a vat, and then I'm joking, people. Nose on this, man.
All right, so this is different. This is way different.
Yeah. In the end, we're going to say which one we like the best, I think. Okay. And we're doing just C's tonight, people.
See.
See?
It's not as strong.
It's not in
know
your
what I'm getting
face.
there.
It's not as in your face, yeah.
I'm still getting vanilla.
Yeah. Not as much butterscotch.
No.
More like a
It's more sweeter than spicy to me.
yeah. Cream soda.
Ooh, okay. Yes, 100%. Little root beer.
Yeah, something in there. Yeah, little root beer, little brown sugar, maybe brown sugar. I think brown sugar.
I mean, it's got your classic bourbon scent. It's not as spice forward as the first one.
A little bit of that oak.
Definitely oak.
All right, let's try this.
I still smell a little bit of cinnamon. Maybe.
We're working our way from the latest to the oldest to the 923, and let's see what happens.
Wow.
Oaky. More
Very
oaky.
oaky.
Yeah.
I got rye in there.
Okay. I'm getting spice, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if that's exactly if it's the rye or whatever.
This is apples and oranges to me. This is not even close to the other one.
Yeah, I mean it's a lower proof, so we're it's not going to be. I'm not getting the Kentucky hug on this one though, man.
No, not at all.
Yeah, I'm feeling it more up here, not down here.
I'm not getting that peppery, spicy at the end there. I'm getting that sweet note, that good note, and it's lingering in a good spot.
Mm-hmm.
I like this one. I do get that little touch of cinnamon. I taste the oak. It tastes good on the back of the tongue, man. There's something on the back of the tongue that just sits with you that tastes really good.
I feel it. It's burning on the back of the tongue now.
Ooh, I like it. Like leather.
Mm-hmm.
Can I compare and contrast?
Yeah,
I like the C922.
better than
I do.
2.4. Okay,
I do.
I'm leaning towards a 2.4 because I just gleeked. I was
Gleeked. Wow, that's a 90s term right there.
I was able to identify more of the flavors on it. I thought I liked more of the Kentucky hug than the throat burn. So personally, dude, my tongue is burning right now.
Yeah, I like the lingering on the tongue. I like the way the tongue feels after this than the other.
Some people like the tongue, and some people like the chest.
Yeah, I'm a tongue guy.
He's a tongue guy. There's something else here. I don't know what it is.
I'm telling you, it's got that tobacco like leather taste to it. Like like I put my wallet in my mouth.
All right. Is that a good thing?
No, it is. I love it because I'm an ex-smoker and I just love tobacco. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when I put that water in my mouth and I lick my lips. Yeah. No, I taste it.
All right. So here's the thing, and this is the problem nowadays. Everyone wants to live up to the C923.
But now we're getting crazy because now we're getting a higher proof.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that sound? You hear that?
No, I didn't fart.
That was a weird sound.
Yeah. No. But yeah, C923. This was a big boy. A lot of people were very bitter when they said that when Elijah Craig announced that they weren't going to no longer do this consistent 12-year age statement. They're like, oh, this is BS. I want my
MTV.
I want my 12-year, because everyone automatically thought that it was all going to be like 10-year this, 11-year this, et cetera, et cetera. But then they threw a curveball, and they came out with C923, and this is one that, like, even now, till this day, secondary market, it's $150. Yeah. It's up there. It's definitely one that people are still looking for. It's got a 13-year, 7-month. That's what it was.
Yeah.
13-year, 7-month age statement. 133.
133, right? That sticks in my head from when we went there.
133 proof. Thankfully, I was able to grab about 8 bottles. No.
What?
A few of these.
I remember sitting there after the tasting in the distillery, and Ken's like, "They have a couple for us," and I was like, "Yeah, but I don't want it." And he's like, "No, buy it." I'm like, "But I don't want it." He's like, "No, buy it."
Yeah, and
I'm
I actually told John, buy it and give it to me, and I'll buy it from you.
Hell no.
Yeah.
I
then
like
and
it.
then his eyes he opened wider when he tried it when I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, dude. This
Well,
is
you
one
opened it
want.
while we were there, right? You opened yours.
No, we had it in the tasting.
Yeah.
And then I got a bottle. John got a bottle. We were with our buddies, and I said, "Dude, we're doing."
You opened it.
Yeah, I opened it.
We almost finished the bottle then.
We finished the bottle.
Oh, we did finish the bottle.
Yes,
133 proof.
yeah. We've not the first night, but we finished it throughout the time we were out in Kentucky. And we also had some awesome old fashions while we were out there. Those s'mores old fashions.
Heaven Hill Distillery, man.
Yeah.
Cool bar.
Yeah.
Cool people working there.
Yes, and we had some good ones too at what do you call it? Went to a couple of distillers. Now I got a brain fart. Forget it.
Yep, forget it.
Bullet.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
Bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Heaven Hill was cool because we did the tour. It was just me, Ken, and another gentleman
He
who
kinda-
drove from Texas. He knew.
He's like, "There's no old Fitzgerald for sale."
Yeah. He knew more than the lady actually doing the tasting.
We all knew more than the lady doing the tasting, but that's all right.
But she said when we were doing the tasting, this is not for sale. This is not something you can find. It's hard to find, blah, blah, blah. And then Ken was like, you really don't have any? And she's like, well, let me check.
Yeah.
And she just so happened to have two.
Yeah, they knew about the Speakeasy podcast. They knew what was
Yeah,
going on. C923 right there, guys. Let's do
922, 923.
924, which is our featured one for this episode, is our 924.
Now, I smell the proof more on this. I smell it. Oh, you like it?
Dude, I'm getting more heat on the nose.
Yes.
More of the
100%
ethanol. It's a boozier one. I'm getting some nice spice to it. I'm getting almost like marshmallowy.
I'm getting like plum and nectarines. Like,
Yeah?
I'm getting like a citrusy.
Oh, a little citrus. I can get
Right?
that citrus.
You get that citrus?
Yeah, I can get that citrus. Yeah, good stuff.
Little nectarine, little clementine.
Ah, clementine. My sweet clementine.
My sweet clementine. This is always going to be a favorite.
Oh, yeah. It's good. It's great. It's good.
It's definitely the booziest of the three.
It is. It is. It is. You know what, though? I'm sorry, but I'm not going to blow this one up as much as I would like to because as far as like flavor profiling and everything goes, I thought the C924 had a lot going on there. And I'm not saying the C923 doesn't, but I think that it's not too far off. I kind of like what's going on with this.
They're
The
very similar.
C924.
They're very
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
I taste the pepper on the back end.
Yeah.
I'm still getting the spice.
Yeah.
I'm getting more citrus on the 923 though, which I really like.
Mm.
I'm getting almost even like a berry.
Here's the thing about the C923, and I've said it in the past when we've done it on our podcast. Here's the thing with it. C923 is more viscous. It's got that a little bit deeper, darker color. It lingers. It hangs out with you. It's like, hey, what's up? I'm just going to chill here for a little while, you know? And that's what I'm getting from that. And that's what I like about it. It's like, sometimes you have a bourbon or you have any kind of whiskey for that matter, and you're like, oh, this is great. And then it just goes, bye-bye, within like 2 seconds.
Bye-bye.
Yeah. This hangs, man.
Yeah, this hangs.
I like
It
that.
definitely hangs.
It's good stuff.
So I actually had some family over a couple weeks ago, and my brother-in-law's trying to get into bourbon a little bit, whiskey.
Which one?
My wife's brother, Frank,
Oh,
and his wife. So I whipped it out. I didn't whip it out. I brought out the Elijah Craig, the 923,
all right.
and he took it, and he was like, "Whoa, what do you do? How do you drink this?" And that's my brother-in-law, who's he's a drinker. He likes his stuff. And he was like, "What are you doing to me? What is that?" And I was like, "Dude, you just gotta not force yourself to like it. You need to.
There's training involved. You can't just have it.
There's
bourbon.
training involved,
Yeah.
but you need to sit back and enjoy it and pick apart the flavor
Yeah.
and pick apart what you just drank. And
Yeah. Yeah.
If I had to go in order, I would go the 2.2, the 2.3, the 2.4.
Okay.
I really like the 2.2.
That's your favorite.
It is. I really enjoyed that.
I'm gonna go.
And that's the first time I'm having it.
I'm going in different order. I'm going 2-3, 2-4, 2-2.
Okay.
And not to say I didn't like the 2-2, but that's the order. 2-3, 2-2,
I enjoyed the 2-2.
I mean, 2-3, 2-3, 2-4, 2-2.
You know what? I've had the 2-3 now for so often. I'm used to it.
Yeah.
The 2-2 was a different flavor than these two. These two are similar. That one stood out a little bit more
Might
to
have
me.
to finish this one today too, or not.
Try to take advantage of me.
Again. But this was good. Good stuff. I'm happy to get a couple of Elijah Craigs on here, and we're still standing.
Elijah Craig, Heaven Hill Distillery.
Yeah, good stuff. Awesome stuff.
Cheers.